Howdy ho. So we're gonna make a coffee swirl tumbler. And this coffee swirl is going to have more of a white cream on the top and then the regular brown swirls on the bottom for the coffee. So I have mixed 45 mLs of epoxy and we're gonna apply it to this cup. All that's been done so far is it's been spray painted. Okay, so we're just gonna cover this. We don't want it too thick, kind of an average thickness of epoxy here. So I'm thinking I will probably use 30 to 35 mLs on here. I don't want too much movement, but some. We want plenty of room for the inks to kind of do their thing. So I don't know, maybe I will use all this. We'll see. I get enough on the bottom. So I think I used probably 40 mLs on a 30 ounce tumbler. Don't forget the bottom. And I like to smooth it out. This is basically how I apply epoxy to everything. All the way to the top, all the way to the bottom. Get one full rotation here. And we're going to torch it just lightly to pop any bubbles. Okay. I'm just going to lightly torch. Torch pops bubbles, but it doesn't overheat it. If you overheat it, you're going to get a lot of sideways swirling. It doesn't give a natural look to a coffee swirl. Okay, let's let that cool for a second. See if I could feel any heat, but not much. Okay, so we have caramel, latte, espresso, teakwood, and Blanco Blanco from Pinata. So that's our white. I'm going to start with the lightest. We're going to do latte. We're just going to start dropping, not too high. Oops, I always make a mess. All right, then let's go into caramel. Caramel's not going to go as high as the latte, so we're going to go just below that. Only a little bit of caramel. Caramel's kind of orange. All right, espresso. Boy, sometimes it doesn't want to stick. And then we're going to do some teakwood. Teakwood will look a little green on here, but from my experience, it changes when it cures. But I use DIY epoxy, and for some reason it looks a little greenish. We want more dark on the bottom than on the top. Don't forget to decorate the butt. All right, now we're going to drop the whites up on the top. I can get it open. Doing quite a bit of white up there. Not going to bring the white down too far. Okay, so I'm going to go grab my heat gun. I have a heat gun that has a way to control the temperature. So I'm going to keep the temperature really low, like completely off, which means it's at 120 degrees. So it's still warm. Things are still going to warm up, so we got to be careful. Make this all move around here. grab some Jägermeister and put it in here. This is from Woody's Goodies. It's a darker, it's pretty dark. Let's take this off for a second. I'm gonna get some up and down movement in there. Spinning this around, trying to get it to move a little. Keep adjusting with the air. I should have done this on a hand, on a turner needle from the other room that I normally use, but the greenish areas will turn back to brown. Take a little practice. I still get nervous when I make them that they won't turn out right. And they generally do. I haven't really had one yet that didn't in the end turn out okay. So the last color I added was Woody's Goodies Jägermeister. Just gives that darker color in there. Now we're going to watch here because we have swirling, so I'm going to change direction. And this will need to be babysat a little bit, otherwise this edge is going to do that. Really see any swirling anywhere else. I might take some of this bulk off. You can manipulate epoxy a lot. Like, it's forgiving, and in these stages, don't be afraid to get in there and move things the way you want them to move. Don't let the epoxy be the bully. You can drag colors around to get little bits wherever you want them. Help that swirling there. So that is a coffee swirl. I will show you guys the end result. The most important things is you don't want to get that sideways swirl. So do not overheat it. Do not go in with a full heat of a embossing gun and try to move things around like that. You will get the sideways swirling and it does not look, in my opinion, it doesn't look good. So I think I just saw a fly in here. So I'm going to cover this to protect it, and we will come back and take a peek when this is done.